Hi everyone, if you're a subscriber, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Riley. Welcome to my garden. Welcome to week 10 of the 2023 spring garden. This week I have my first zucchini harvest of the season. Happy about that. I'm going to take you through how I harvest this zucchini and how I clean this plant up after I do my harvests. I'm bringing you in real close so you can see this harvest. You can see we've got one really nice sized zucchini there. That is about as big as I like to get them. I've got another one on this side, and to me, that is the perfect size. So we're going to take two off this plant, then we'll clean this plant up, and I'll show you exactly how I do that. Let's check the other zucchinis. Wow, really nice one there. Really, really nice. Any other on this plant? There's a little one coming on the bottom. We'll let it go one more day. Let's check back here. Oh man, super. Let's look at the last plant. And that is another one that's the perfect size. All right, let's get started. So when I'm harvesting these, I mean, you can come in and try to twist this off. Sometimes I find when you do that though, you tear off part of the fruit right here. You get this one. And I find it easier just to take some clippers and come in right where it meets the plant and just cut it off just like that. And that's a great zucchini. Now after that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this one over here first. Make sure, see if you can see this. I'll show you the option of just twisting it off, and that is just twist it like that, and that one came off great, very clean. Sometimes I find when I do this and it's a bigger fruit, it will cut off that part of the zucchini, which I don't want. So we've got two nice zucchinis. Those will go in the garden hod. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this plant up. We'll talk about how I clean it up and why I clean it up right now. Now I like these smaller clippers that I got for $1 at the dollar store, maybe $1.25. But what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be cleaning up all of these bottom leaves up to this next fruit, which is right here. So I'm going to come in on the bottom as close as I can to the plant, and I'm going to cut these off. And I'm done with this plant, and these leaves are hanging over a little bit. They will naturally open up to catch the sunlight, so this afternoon they'll be back to normal, not leaning over. They just need to find their equilibrium over the next few hours. I'm going to go ahead now and do the rest of these plants, and I'll show you my harvest. I'm going to take you over to the zucchini bed in just a minute. I'll show you the harvest. I'll show you what the beds look like now. That job only took about less than 5 minutes, but I wanted to show you the progress in the patio bed in week 10 in Riley's garden, because things here are really coming along. So let's have a look. Buckwheat in front are coming in, and those marigolds in back still getting enough sunlight mostly. These San Marzan 2 tomato plants in the back, I'm going to have to prune and start strapping those up today to the trellis. The buckwheat here in the front in this patio bed, I've already trimmed back today, so it looked just like that earlier today. But I've trimmed it back a little bit, left some flowers on there for the pollinators, but I want to make sure those marigolds get enough sunlight so they can help repel the cucumber beetles, because behind them we have these wonderful cucumber plants growing up, and they're doing great. Moving down here, we've got that basil plant right in front of these two big beef tomatoes, and we already have tomatoes coming in on these plants, little tiny ones. Let me show you. See if I can get a right there, guys. So not long now, we're going to have beefsteak tomatoes. Moving over here, here's the buckwheat before it gets cut back. Look how beautiful that is. And ooh, a bumblebee right there behind it. Oh, love to see pollinators in the garden, and that's why I planted the buckwheat, was to attract more pollinators. So we've got this big beef tomato plant in the back that we just transplanted a week or so ago. And then in back here, these are not cucumber plants. These are sugar cube melons. So they're a melon that's about the size of a golf ball. I've never grown them before, but really, really excited to see how they come out. Moving on down, more buckwheat. And these, they're hard to see, but those are 3 San Marzano tomato plants I need to prune and strap up today. It's another job I've got to do. And moving on down, we've got more French marigold, we've got more buckwheat, and more cucumber plants just thriving in the back. Couldn't be happier about the patio garden in week 10 at Riley's Garden. Let's go check out that zucchini harvest. Already getting really hot here today in South Texas. You can see how much I thinned those plants out, I hope. It may look severe, but these grow so fast. They'll be right back to the way you saw them before I trimmed them within 1 or 2 weeks. They're amazing, quick growing plants. But our harvest today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beautiful size zucchinis. Now, this is probably the perfect size zucchini that I like to eat. This 8-inch, 6 to 8-inch zucchini. This is also good, but as they start getting bigger than this, I don't, seeds start to get bigger, and I don't like them as much, so I try to pick these very young and eat them young, and we're going to be having zucchini tonight. Everyone, thanks for visiting my garden. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have a question or want to make a comment, please do so. It really helps the channel. And if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. See everybody next week.